welcome to the Improved Garage YouTube channel. Today I have a brief unboxing. If you haven't subscribed, please click the subscribe button. So this is something new to me that I've never really played with before or chased before. But I have a kid who's into keyboards, so I thought that I would order some keyboards and see if there was something that I might like better than what I'm using right now. So I ordered these two keyboards from Amazon. This is an ACO 3087DS double shot. It's got the Horizon keycaps on it, which are this crazy blue and orange color. It is a NTK keyboard, which stands for no 10 key. So it doesn't have the 10 key on the side, but the buttons and everything are in the spot where it should be. And then this is from Massdrop or Drop. It's a Drop Enter, which is kind of the same style keyboard. So honestly, I ordered two of these with the intention of returning one of them if I didn't like it. But it was really, so I'm going to be honest, it was really hard to figure out exactly what to order, because there are like 1,000 keyboards out there and there are like 15 different types of keys from each manufacturer, and there's like 4 different manufacturers of keys. So I don't really know the difference between like a cherry red and a cherry brown and a cherry black and a cherry silver and a cherry purple-de-durple. Like, it's just, there's all these freaking colors and manufacturers and different brands, and some are clicky and some aren't clicky, and some are clicky but they say that they're not clicky, and it's just really hard to understand. So I figured I would try a couple different things. These are it's an ACO. The ACO has what they call their pink keys, which seem to have decent reviews on Amazon, so that was kind of what I went off of. They seem to be not that annoying, and my kid said that they would be similar to the cherry reds, I think, which I don't know what that means, because whatever, but this is what it looks like. So I think from a looks perspective, it looks good. It's actually pretty nice. Feels good. It's not clicky enough that I'm annoyed by it, but I'll have to type on it a little bit and see how I actually like it. It uses a USB-C connector. There's some cable management in the bottom, a couple different heights for the feet. I honestly really like this keycap set, so that was why I picked this keyboard in particular, the ACO. I don't really know much about the ACO, but I like the keycap set, and the keycap set by itself is like 60 bucks, and the keyboard was 60 bucks. So it just seemed like a decent deal to basically get a keyboard for free. And then this is a Drop Enter, which Drop is a company that collaborates with other manufacturers and makes products that are kind of specific to them. Getting started with your new keyboard. Here's a warranty. USB-C port on the Enter can be used to connect the keyboard to your computer. The keyboard should work out of the box with Mac OS and Windows. FN hotkeys work with Windows only. Interesting. Okay. There is a warranty on this. There's system control and media keys on the back. And this is what it looks like. So this is what they call olive green and gray. So it's green with gray. It has a backlit. So these keys are actually backlit in white light. So the other one is not backlit, and that was kind of the biggest difference between the two of them. There are marks. They should have put this in a bag or foam or something like that, like they did on the ACO keyboard, because there are marks on the back and the front of the keyboard from rubbing inside the cardboard. They wipe off, but it just seems like there was opportunity for better packaging there. There is a USB-C cable and a keycap puller in there, so I can try some different keycaps. So I will try both of these out and let you guys know what I think. So I will say this keyboard seems quieter. So this has the Gateron yellow keys in it. So they sell these with a couple different keys. The yellow keys are supposed to be a linear key, which I was told I would like. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll get them tried out and we'll see how they work, and we'll kind of go from there. All right, so it's been a couple of weeks or months maybe since I opened up the keyboards. I've spent quite a bit of time with them, and I just wanted to give some final thoughts and kind of close this video down. So the ACO keyboard I actually returned. about 3 weeks into the return period to Amazon. I really like the keyboard in terms of its color combination. I think it looks fantastic. I don't like the fact that it's not backlit, and there really isn't a way to get that keycap color combination with backlighting that I can find. But I just found that no matter how much time I spent typing on it, I was never really accurate at typing on it. I would hit keys that I didn't think I hit, or I would not register letters that I know for a fact that I hit, and I just like couldn't be accurate on it. I'd slow myself down, I'd still miss things. And it was really weird. The drop enter, I didn't have that problem. So here's the drop enter. And, I really like this keyboard, and I used it for, I don't know, probably about a month nonstop. One of the things that I found was it was easy to learn and kind of get used to and be accurate on. It worked really well. I like the backlighting. I think that it's a nice keyboard. It seems well made. I haven't had any issues with it. I will say one negative is it's loud, and it's not loud enough that it bothers me. I wear headphones, I listen to music, whatever. Like, it doesn't bother me at all. It doesn't bother people even that I'm in the room with. If I'm like in my living room on my computer and somebody's sitting there watching TV, it's fine. But it's loud enough that Zoom picks it up when I'm in Zoom meetings. And, I'm just using like a normal Logitech camera with a microphone built in it. I think I'm using an HD 920. So what I find is I'll be in a meeting and somebody will mute me because they can hear my keyboard. And then I have to unmute myself, and I'm going back and forth all day. So there's been a couple times where I'm in the middle of a meeting or something, and that's happened, and I'll just swap back to my old keyboard. So now I've kind of stopped swapping back to the drop enter. And really, in a way, I was solving a problem that I didn't really have. I wanted to try something new. I wanted to experience it. I wanted to see what it was like. I like the keyboard, but it's probably not for me when I'm trying to work and be in these Zoom meetings all day. So, right now in my garage, I'm back to my Logitech MX Keys, which is right here. It's been a good keyboard. It works really well. It's wireless, charges with USB-C. The battery lasts a long time. It can be connected to multiple devices. It works really well. It's got a 10 key. And then in my living room, I'm using the Apple Magic Keyboard connected to my Mac Mini. And that, again, works really well. I don't generally have any problems with it. Every once in a while, the Bluetooth will get a little funky, and I reboot the computer and everything's fine. Sometimes when that happens, I'll pull out this drop enter and I'll just use that for a little bit until I can save everything and reboot the computer. So that's helped me out a little bit there. I would say my only gripe about the drop enter, which isn't really, I don't know, it's not that big of a deal, but these F keys are media keys when they're plugged into the computer, but they're not labeled as what they are. So, it's hard to remember that like F10 is next track, or that F11 is mute, or whatever the numbers actually are, because they're not labeled. And realistically, these are swappable keycaps. I can change them out for ones that are labeled, and everything would be okay, and it would be a non-issue. But as a default, I guess it's the clean look. And to be perfectly fair, I bought it knowing exactly what it looked like. So it's not really a reasonable thing for me to complain about. But it is, if I'm grasping at straws, if I'm looking for a con to moving to this keyboard, that is the con. That is the only thing that I've been able to come up with. Other than that, it's built well, it works well, it's nice. If I was gaming on it, I would probably use it, the wired keyboard. But for me, for a professional who's working at their desk, who's answering emails, who's on the web, who's writing quotes, who's doing chat functions, things like that, normal business functions, I think that these are still really hard to beat, especially this one, the Logitech MX Keys specifically. I've been really, really happy with this keyboard. And the Apple Magic Keyboard, I really like that too. That's a great fit for the Apple because it has the Apple keys, the quick keys, and it's labeled as the OS intends. But I will say one thing that's really nice about the MX Keys is it has a command and it has an option button right here, so you know what's what, and all of these work. So if you're looking for a nice universal keyboard that's wireless, Logitech MX Keys is probably about the best you can get. They're about $100. They connect to Bluetooth, And you know, like this computer here, I don't even have a dongle plugged in, the little USB dongle that comes with the Logitech. I'm using Bluetooth. It's connected directly to Bluetooth and it works really, really well. You can even connect it to an iPad or something like that if you want to. And it has this, this device switching thing where you can go device 1, device 2, device 3 and flip back and forth between them. So that's it. Thank you for watching. I really hope that you'll subscribe and have a great day.